What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of our Wolves career mode here on FIFA 21, and today we have two games for you. We have Leeds and Burnley. Now we're going to continue to play two games while we are on our EA access. I want to get as many of these recorded before that runs out. Of course, we have 10 hours there, maybe a half hour, 45 minutes to record each video on two games. Normally it's an hour. So I wouldn't necessarily know if I would have had the time all the way. So they're going to continue to be two games. And then around October 8th, maybe 9th, or between there, 7th, 8th, 9th, we will go ahead and have ourselves our original plan, which will be 3 games an episode. And we will go on from there, guys. But let's jump into it. Last time out, we trounced Fulham to start. And we get another newly promoted side here in Leeds. One thing we did do was change a couple of things, and I have to change it in the tactics right now. It's just the way we played. So it was balanced defensively, a little bit wider, and then offensively I lowered the width just a little bit, up the players in the box, made it fast build up, and then on instructions what I did was cut inside on Podence, cut inside on Traore. And then what I'm going to do here is join the attack and overlap for Semedo, because Semedo has his attacking qualities and we want to get him and Traore on the same side up and down the pitch. If that means that Neves, what we'll have to do is make him defend wide just to kind of open up that space or get an extra body in there, which is okay. Defensive position, cover wing, yes. Moutinho, is he on cover wing as well? I kind of want him to cover center and then keep it that way. So hopefully that should give us enough cover on that side, as well as giving us enough attack power on that side. I want to get both of them involved on the right. So let's jump into this game. Leeds, of course, starting off really well in the Premier League, and hopefully we can take points off on Wolves. Leeds, let's go. And here's Neves pushing it up the pitch, and Neves can see a run here, and that's an excellent run from Jimenez, who's gotten in behind Berardi, and it's Jimenez. Great save. An excellent save, really. As we were pushing, I feel Jimenez can get in behind these center backs, and at the moment he's doing just that. And as it comes to Neves here, and Neves, oh, it's another good save. A couple of good positions here for us. Can't quite find the back of the net. 2 good saves from the goalkeeper. Still holding it. He's just going to walk into that space. And that's a great run here from Moutinho. And he slides it across, and it's Neves. And the two midfielders combine. It's 1-0 here. Excellent football, really. And in the end, it's a tap-in for Neves at the back post. But he's bringing it forward, Jimenez, and he waits for the run. It's an excellent run. First time ball back across, a tap in at the back post. Neves kept his run up. That's what you want to see. And on the half-hour mark, it's 1-0. Corner set to come in as we look for a second goal. Goalkeeper gets above Jimenez. Comes out to Podence. He's not the tallest man on the pitch. He's going to go from distance. And ooh, decent save, though. Should be making it. Nice run being made out right. Didn't find it. They keep going left. And it comes to Jack Harrison, who beats Semedo inside. That's a good ball out there. Is he onside? They are onside. It's 1-1. Leeds pull it back before halftime. And that's really good football. I thought he just may have strayed. But 30 seconds before halftime, Rodrigo levels the score. It's good football. Not what we want, though. Semedo beaten inside and stretched him out there, Connor Cody, to get to it. He doesn't. Ball just gets there. Game of inches, really, as Bully was close as well, but Leeds grab the leveler. Nice play forward. We slip it on, we can, and it's Johnny who's kept his run up, and Johnny can see the pass in there, and it's come to Jimenez. There it is. And that was too simple if you're Leeds. Right up this left-hand side. Johnny kept on running, and that's what we want our fullbacks to do. Get forward, and then Connor Cody, or not Connor Cody, Saiss, who's sitting in midfield, could drop back on defense but he kept the run up. Perfect ball across. Jimenez makes no mistake as he hammers this into the back of the net. He just gets there before the goalkeeper. It's just inside the post as well. A lovely break, and it's 2-1. And it's a good time to score. Leeds were seemingly in the ascendancy. That clipped into a good spot. Can he get there? He can. Lucas does so well. And here's Lucas now. He's continuing his run. Clips it back post. Get the header on. Oh, what a header. And what a goal. And 2 quick goals. It's Neves' second of the game. It's 3-1. It's a great clip ball in from Lucas, and he has started his career here so well. We pulled him right out of the academy. And he does well. Beats his man inside. Lofts a floated ball, and Neves just gets there ahead of him, doesn't he? A great low header. Power on it and everything. Excellently done. And it's 3-1. It's a dreadful giveaway. And there's space here as well for Lucas, and he runs right on into it. And Lucas, who's come on to this game and made a difference, still holding on to it, slides it across. Oh, and it's in the back of the net. And once again, Lucas heavily involved. 3 goals in a matter of minutes. Jimenez fires it into the back of the net, and all of a sudden Leeds are crumbling and falling away. Lucas does well. He holds on to it, just waits for the pass, slips it across. And look at that. He has hammered that. No backlift or anything from Jimenez. He smashes it toward goal. Goalkeeper just out of reach. And it's 4-1. Moving the ball around pretty well here, Leeds. Stepped inside pretty nicely there as well. And I can't switch on to anybody. So we get a touch. And eventually we get it out. It's a good turn from Den Donker. And he pushes forward as well. Slipped out wide to Lucas. And Lucas can play it forward to Neto, and Neto plays it inside. And it's Jimenez here. Is that his hat trick? It should be. 5-1. And we've hit 5 for the second game in a row. 2 newly promoted teams, so I'm not sure if this is a difficulty thing or not, but we are scoring goals left and right as teams chase. And as I said, hat trick for Jimenez, and this is good football once again. That just gets clipped into him, and he's all alone. They're pushing men forward. We're taking advantage on the break. Excellently done. 80 minutes gone. It's 5-1. Nice tackle. One more. Clip that forward. It's an excellent play. It's Jimenez. And Jimenez is racing forward again. And he wants another. Oh, what a finish. And he gets it. Jimenez on fire. And what more do you expect? He's been Wolves' goal scorer for the last couple of years now. Since he joined from Benfica, this is an excellent I mean, that is an absurd finish, especially from that angle. He's just smashed that with the outside of his foot. It just goes inside the post. An excellent, excellent goal. And as time approaches, we are coming away with a huge win. And as we said, we don't know if this is a difficulty thing or a 2 newly promoted teams thing. We'll find out, obviously, as we go forward. As that gets clipped, is he going to get to that? He is. And can he try and loft the goalkeeper? Oh, wow. Wow, what a goal. And maybe there's something with the center backs. Because that was way too easy. Straight down the middle. And Jimenez, are you kidding me with that finish? Look at this. It gets clipped right down the middle here. He just beats the center back. And look at that finish. In off the post. Excellent, excellent finish. As we said, it might just be a center back thing. It might be a newly promoted thing. We'll find out as we kind of go along in this Wolves thing. And, of course, we'll change it as we go. Should this be a little bit too easy. But I'm not so sure because we've been playing on our Leipzig one. And while we've been scoring goals, we've been conceding them as well, left and right. We have a loss on there already. So it's one of those things. But 5 goals for Jimenez up front. And what a start to the season he has had. And, you know, Leeds are going to have games like that in real life. I'm not sure if they're going to concede 7 very often, but they concede loads of goals all the time, and they're going to have trouble against some of these teams. But a 7-1 win, that should put us back top of the table. Our goal difference should be incredible right now. But we are going to go forward. We have Burnley next, as an offer has come in for Ennis on loan, and we'll let that happen. We'll just... Oh, I pressed reject. Why? Why? Why is reject the first one? There's always something weird going on. They always change the menus unnecessarily. But, you know, it's been going really well recently for us. You know how happy I am playing for you and playing for this club. I just wonder if this might be a good time for us to talk about renewing my contract. I'd like to know where I stand. Alright, so let's look at that. Let's go talk to Saiz about his contract. We'll do it right now. Why not? He's a good, very important player for us. He's a very good player in real life. Here he is, Saiz, listed as center back, center mid. Let's talk about his contract offer. It expires in 11 months. He's only 30. We're definitely going to delegate a renewal here. He's not going to get £87,000 a week. That's for sure. What is he on now? I hate how you. Oh, I can just go look at his financials. So he is on 62K a week. We'll delegate this renewal. We'll start at 50 and see what happens here. 54,000 pounds a week. We've lowered his wage, got him on for another year. That's a pretty good spot to be in. We've done pretty well there. I mean, that's good business all over the place. But next we have Loftus-Cheek has been loaned in. I forgot about that. But next we have Burnley, so we're going to see how that goes. But we've pulled another midfielder in, which is good. There are options to buy, I believe, on the Loftus-Cheek one, not the Harry Wilson one. Harry Wilson is just here to, you know, have an extra body sitting behind Traore. His interest has been shown in Paston Daka, a player who I would like to use on this FIFA at some point, so we'll see. But let's move Loftus-Cheek forward. We have an option to buy. It's a pretty expensive option to buy, so we'll see, but we'll go forward nonetheless. So what do we want to do here? Who do we want to bring off the pitch? We'll probably bring Ferreira off, Vitinho, but he's still got a pretty bright future ahead of us. And then Loftus-Cheek is on the bench. Someone who's not really taken off at Chelsea just yet, probably needs to go to a more permanent kind of place. But what we're going to do is we have to play all these at least once. I'll do that off camera at some point. Don't need to bring you guys through the training and things like that. So that will eventually happen, so do not worry too much about that. Once you train it, you gotta, if you play it, get an A, then it stays that way and you continue to get A's, so we only need to get the A once. But here we are, jumping into this new game. I think we're going to play Den Dunker instead of Saiz, who's a little bit tired, which is okay. And I think I may give a debut to Loftus-Cheek as well. I'm not going to do it out left. I'm definitely not going to do it at center defensive mid. Didn't know I was in a party, but we've been removed for it. So let's go back out here. I'm going to start Neto as well. But everyone else seems good to go. So let's jump into this. Burnley Wolves. Let's go. Corner set to come in for Burnley. They like to take advantage of set pieces as that gets clipped in. And the header comes in, and there it is. And we had a really small guy on the front post. Not what I like to see. And he's the one who's beaten for it. It's 1-0 to Burnley, and they've taken an early lead. It's Barnes with the goal. And he gets way up there. And that's just not a good person to have. And the guy on the post doesn't cover himself in glory either. Ashley Barnes giving Burnley a early 1-0 lead. Not what we needed. Nicely played. One more. Clipped out wide. Loftus-Cheek can get it forward to Neto. And here's Neto in plenty of space. And Neto waiting for something. Clips it back post. Can we get the head? Not quite. Pope did really, really well. Bad giveaway here as well as that gets slipped across. And it's Jimenez. Oh, good save. He's hammered that, but just a little bit too straight. Pope definitely going to save those. This is going to come out here. Connor Cody. I'm not sure why I'm seeing the word Hulk. Is Hulk in the game? Is he on this team? I'd have to wait and see, but it comes to Neves. And eventually Neves gives it away. That whole Hulk thing has caught me off guard a little bit. We'll see if it's the real Hulk. Out wide here. Can we get a touch onto it? Not quite. It's good football. Oh, lovely stuff there. That's a great ball in. It's 2-0 to Burnley. And this typical Burnley style, they just hold off, and it's Hulk. Is that the real Hulk? Is he here at Burnley? Typical Burnley. They hold off, sit back. That is Hulk. And then they come back up the other end, take their opportunities. This is a really good ball in there. And a lovely little finish from Hulk. That's the regular Hulk, man. What is going on here at Burnley? It's 2-0 on 40 minutes. Neves takes it out wide here. Can he slip that into Traore? He can, and Traore trying to do something, slips it back across. Lovely stuff, and there it is. One back. It's Neves with the goal. Or not Neves, it's Jimenez. Jesus. Traore doing all the hard work. We're not celebrating, buddy. We're still 2-1 down, but a great start to the second half. We needed that. And hopefully we can push on from here and put ourselves in a position, really, to go ahead and equalize. But this is lovely stuff. It's a great ball in. Traore does well to swing it across. And Jimenez just gets there before Pope. Bad positioning in the end. And it's 2-1 here on 50 minutes. Semedo. And he's going to run forward with it. And this is what we wanted. And on the outside is Traore. And right through the gap is Jimenez, who takes it down nicely. Oh, decent save. It's going to come back into the middle. And oof, we cannot get there in time. Not very far away either. There's 2 minutes to go. Do we have a goal in us, an equalizer? Or are we going to have our first defeat of the year via Burnley? Jimenez with an incredibly bad ball. An incredibly bad decision on my part. Can we win the ball back? We need the ball. It's 2 minutes added on. That gets clipped forward, and it looks like we're going to drop our first points of the season after playing so well to start. Collecting goals left, right, and center. We are going to lose here 2-1 to Burnley. Not ideal. Not what we wanted. Can't spot Burnley 2 goals. You cannot. They had 2 shots. They both went in. You cannot spot Burnley 2 goals as Chelsea draw 3-3 with Crystal Palace. That is something else there. But 3 points dropped. And as we said, we want to get as many points as we can from this early start because we're putting ourselves in a position really that we can't, well, we have an easy start. Easy, theoretically. We got to get as many points as we can before we start getting the big teams. And that's not what we wanted to see. So, next episode, we are going to go play Sheffield United. And then we are going to do Deadline Day and then Everton. So, those aren't easy. But once again, it's going to get really tough at some point. We haven't played any of the top 6. Obviously, we've played 3 games so far. And it's not like we're way into the season, but eventually the top 6 are going to come our way, so it's going to be, you know, not so easy. As an offer has come in for Oscar Burr. They're also looking to add an option to buy, so we'll negotiate, we'll delegate this. Loan, 1-year loan, and we'll start it there and see if he grows. He grows in every game. He just started really low in this one. And then Connor Cody. I'm not one to complain or saying I'm unhappy, but I'm worried that this transfer window is almost over now and we don't look like we've bought in the players we need to strengthen the team. A bit tough, a bit harsh. We bought in Loftus-Cheek, Harry Wilson as backup, and then we bought in Semedo at right back. We had to spend our money on Semedo because the game didn't put him in there to start, which is, I mean, in reality is kind of annoying. It's just one of those things that happens. And eventually the squad update will get it, but next time around, so we had to spend our money in our first window. I also don't like to overdo in the first window. We kind of like to go into it how the teams are in real life, but we've got 2 pretty decent players in. Harry Wilson, Loftus-Cheek, and possibly a way to bring Loftus-Cheek in permanently. We'll see how he develops and things like that. We're just going to accept this Miranda offer. I'm not going to mess with it too much. And hopefully he goes. But guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.